This facility tour is on the Leesore Community Center located in Leesore, Minnesota at 203 South 2nd Street. The recreation manager at this location is Allison Watkins, and the phone number is 507-593-8331.
As you walk into the facility, the front entrance houses a concession stand and a check-in area. This is a good design point for security reasons and sales. As people come into the facility, their purpose is to expend energy and they'll need to replace those calories with food. Having a concession stand at the front door will be easily accessible for people coming in and leaving, which is likely to increase business. There's a staircase located to the right, and there's also a long hallway down the left that leads to other areas of the community center.
Immediately upon entering the facility, to the right there is a staircase that leads to the upper level of the facility that houses the fitness center. Every area of this facility requires a keypad to gain entrance. Here's an example of said keypad. Here we have an area to store your clothes and other fitness apparel. Directly to the right of us, we have the cardio equipment. We have recumbent bicycles, treadmills, cycles. Here's a quick overview of the pool. Due to COVID, we do not have immediate access to either the basketball court or the pool. As we continue on in the fitness center, you see a variety of other equipment like weighted fitness balls, cable machines, step-up machines, and other machines. All of this fitness equipment is brand new. Here is the free weight equipment, a loaded dumbbell rack, free weight bars, squat racks, incline presses, etc. One strong point of this facility is the spacing between equipment. Due to the large amount of space, each piece of equipment has plenty of space and didn't need to be removed due to COVID-19 regulations. In the cardio section, there are 4 ellipticals and 4 treadmills that are all properly spaced due to COVID. From the weight room, there's a second floor view of the hockey rink. To the left, you can see the stands. The only other part of the second floor of this facility is the studio room. The studio room can be used for a variety of functions like yoga, fitness classes, as well as community gatherings and events. A strong design element of this facility is the keypads throughout the facility. These keypads keep each room individually locked and only accessible to members who are supposed to be in these rooms. This is a high-level security feature. There are 3 staircases that allow you to access the upper level of the facility. This staircase leads back from the studio down to the first floor towards the ice rink.
As mentioned in the beginning of the video, this long hallway leads to many different recreational areas in the community center. These first 2 doors, labeled both A and B, are multi-purpose recreational courts used for things like volleyball and racquetball. As we continue down the hallway, there's a door on our right that gives us access to the swimming pool area. As we continue down this long hallway, there's another door on the left that gives us access to the basketball court. This is the one room that we couldn't see from upstairs in the fitness center. And the last room that we have access to on the first floor is the hockey arena. We saw an area view of this from upstairs in the fitness center as well. This is what it looks like during a normal day.
Another strong design feature of this facility is the secondary concession stands. If they have some type of sporting event going on, like let's say a hockey event, they have this second concession stand located back towards the hockey rink that can be opened and used to sell concessions. In this clip, we just want to highlight that this facility does indeed have elevator access to the second level floor, but a slight negative in facility design is that this elevator is at the back of the facility with very little signage indicating where it is located. And again, we just want to highlight that a big positive of this facility is the amount of space that it has. Here you can see that there's a proper social distancing in place between the ellipticals and the treadmills due to the large amount of space. And one of the last but not least features of this community center is its ballpark. This ballpark sits directly next to the community center for ease of access. Here in this clip, you can see that there are easily accessible restrooms. This ballpark has lower level seating, as well as having a large bleacher section for larger audiences. And here, the third and final concession stand available for the outside, allowing the community center to sell concessions to people attending ballpark games. This facility has a very large parking lot that is able to hold max occupancy to support not only a ballpark game, but a hockey event, as well as regular facility attendees as well. To expand on some of the design points that we noted throughout the video, some good design points were size and spacing. The large size of the facility allowed for easy spacing of equipment when COVID-19 regulations came through. Multi-use courts. Multi-use courts allow for more utilization of the space that you have. Multiple concession area points. This allows for maximal concessions regardless of whether it's outside, inside, the hockey rink, or the front of the facility. Keycard access for rooms. This is listed in both good and bad. The good is that it is a high level of security, and most of the rooms are on the first floor, which gives ease of access for most of the community members, not having to use stairs and such. The bad would be the lack of signage for the elevator indicating where the elevator is in the facility. Another would be the lack of access to rooms. Because there is a keypad access to every single room, your card doesn't always get you into the rooms you need to be in. For say, if you have a gym membership, it doesn't guarantee you access to the basketball courts when the facility isn't being manned. And then lastly, the aesthetic of the facility. It's a little old. One thing we learned on our tour of this facility is that almost every room in this facility has multi-purpose offerings, including that of the hockey ice rink that, when the ice is melted, can be used to host events. This multi-use variable is something that we would carry on to one of our own facilities to allow us to maximize the amount of space and offerings that our facility has. This facility is a very well-planned facility with a lot of offerings, but if we could change one thing, it would merely be the aesthetic. When you go around looking at a lot of the rooms, like the multi-use racquetball rooms, they look like prison cells, and a lot of the colors don't do much justice for the rest of the facility. So if we could change one thing, it would be to uplift the community center and give it more of an appealing look.